I would like to thank Tony P for sending me this story. Everyone who is part of the black community who grew up in the 90s should know who this guy is. This is AJ Calloway. He used to be on 106 and Park. That's how we pretty much discover him with Free back in the early 2000s. I think him and Free hosted it from like 2000 to 2005, and then that's when Roxy and Terrence J came and took over. Anyway, as you all know, he is a correspondent for Extra, which is basically another entertainment type show. It's basically like the cousin to Entertainment Tonight. Well, you have Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood, and Extra, and he was a correspondent for Extra. Well, now Terrence J is currently, I guess you could say, a victim of the Me Too movement, because apparently, according to this article he that was sent to me, he was now a lot of women have come forward and said that he made sexual advances to him, or it was sexual misconduct in the workplace, or maybe even outside of the workplace. I'm not entirely sure. Now, when I was reading through the article, the people that was doing their investigation said that there was no proof or no hardcore evidence to prove that AJ is guilty of the crimes that he has alleged against him. But the studio over who does Extra decided to suspend him anyway upon a pending review. Now, this is what I mean when I say that it's scary right here. This is actually scary on both spectrums for both men and women. It's scary on the spectrum for women. I'm gonna start with them first, because if y'all remember last year, I did a video talking about how it's going to affect women in the workplace. What's going to end up happening is you're going to have a lot of CEOs who are mostly male dominated are not going to want to hire women to work for them out of fear that they can do stuff like this and affect the flow and the balance of the work environment. Of course, we know how it's affecting men, because just mere allegations can get you caught up. Like they said, they have done an investigation so far, and there's nothing, no solid proof, no hardcore evidence to prove that AJ is guilty of the sexual misconduct that he's being accused of. But they still suspended him anyway, because they needed to do something to, I guess, appease the audience, to let them know that they're taking this extremely seriously. Now, I have heard that in the past where they said that AJ had made sexual misconduct advances towards people in the workplace over at Extra before, but they never really went on with it. They never went completely forward with it, or maybe it fell on deaf ears, or maybe it was all a lie. Just like I don't believe this to actually be true. What I'm going to go ahead and do is read this article coming from Yahoo. It says Extra host AJ Calloway has been suspended after multiple women came forward with allegations of sexual misconduct. Upon becoming aware of allegations of sexual misconduct against AJ Calloway, we began an internal review to determine whether there had been any misconduct by Mr. Calloway on Extra, and whether any employee of the show has been victim of any such conduct. To date, we have found nothing to suggest that Mr. Calloway has ever engaged in workplace misconduct. Warner Brothers added, in light of additional allegations brought to our attention, we are expanding our ongoing inquiries, and Mr. Calloway has been suspended pending further review. We take such allegations very seriously and are committed to doing everything we can to ensure a safe and inclusive workplace for all of our employees. A source familiar with the situation indicated that Calloway's suspension comes with pay. Mr. Calloway maintains that these unsubstantiated allegations are patently false. He vehemently denies that he never assaulted anyone and looks forward to clearing his name. Calloway has been the subject of multiple accusations. He was arrested in 2006 after author and domestic violence activist Syl Abrams accused him of sexually assaulting her, but the charges were dismissed, probably because she was lying. In early January of this year, two more women told the Daily Beast that they were also assaulted by Calloway. When news of Abrams' 2006 accusations came to light, Calloway said in a statement, "As I have maintained from the beginning, these allegations are not true. When I was first notified about these allegations by law enforcement more than a decade ago, I fully cooperated from the beginning, and the case was dismissed." Calloway has worked at Extra since 2005, which I said was around the time him and Free had left 106 and Park. So he's been an Extra for over 10 years now. You know, like I said, it's just crazy. Mere allegations can get you caught up, especially as a black man in this establishment. We already found out or see what happened with Bill Cosby. That was their golden goose right there. That was their catch of the day. And now it seems like, you know, it just keeps piling on and on. I, for one, don't believe that these allegations against AJ are true. Remember, I just did a video on Justin Fairfax, and I read through that entire article, and it was more loopholes in that thing than Swiss cheese. That entire thing. Because I just don't believe what they're saying about him is true. But like I said, just nowadays allegations and hearsay can mean that you're guilty. Gone are the days of guilty until you innocent until you're proven guilty. Nowadays is you're guilty until you're proven innocent. If it was left up to the court of public opinion, it's guilty and that's it. And see, I have a feeling this is another smear campaign, but good thing that he is still getting paid, so it's almost like he's on administrative leave. So at least he still has a cushion while he's not working. Because I don't know what AJ does outside of Extra. I think Extra might be his main source of income. After all, it says he's been there since 2005. I really haven't seen him do anything else outside of Extra besides 106 & Park. But yeah, hopefully he's able to pull through this. I think that he may be able to. It's crazy because like when he left 106 & Park, we didn't know what he and Free was going to do. I don't even know what Free does nowadays. But it's good to see that he was able to thrive forward and still maintain himself in that realm of entertainment like he was when he was doing 106 & Park, but now he's gone more mainstream, which is probably why they're really going after him now. But I, for one, do not believe the accusations against AJ are true. They need to really thoroughly do their investigative work so this man can get back to his job. And, you know, and it's so crazy because now that these allegations are out there about him, they're going to stick with him. So that means in the future, when he least expect it, someone else is going to come out with another allegation to try to smear him again. That's usually how it works. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.